Thanks, Professor Kriti. I'll just talk about a project that I have started at IIT Bombay campus. As Professor Kriti has mentioned, that trying to implement some of the technologies and experimenting with the campus is something that will give us insight into implementing the bigger visions in the cities. So project is a smart, integrated, and sustainable campus where we can collect data through sensors for different kinds of variables: energy, water, air quality, and implement solutions. So I'll just go through it quickly. So the idea of the project is to use data analytics technology like cell phones or apps to integrate green design in the campus. And I guess the audience here knows why this is so important, because the cities are growing, and urbanization challenges brings in challenges of energy, housing, and other things. So putting some of the experimenting with the campus would be an important idea. And our campus is kind of a mini scale city which is spread over 500 acres with buildings that represent different kind of occupancies, different kind of building types, from low housing to high rises, office buildings, convention centers. There are residential areas, there are market areas, restaurants, hospitals, and a varied mode of transportation. So although it's not as complex as a city scale, but it represents a microcosm of the city. So three focus areas that we want to focus on, and in this effort there are professors from electrical engineering, computer science who are involved, and there are industry partners who are very interested in having a showcase model that they can show on a campus scenario. So one of the aspects that urbanization brings challenges in is the energy and the kind of construction that is happening. It's not very climate sensitive, and it's mostly designed from the Western world that are copied in the Indian scenario. Glass buildings may not be most appropriate in, say, a climate like Mumbai, where air conditioning is then fed in to change the indoor air climate. So that forms the biggest, one of the biggest sectors that contributes to the energy cost. So that is one of the things that I want to focus on, to try to understand the buildings in the campus, the energy profile of the buildings, the usage profile of the buildings, and what kind of the indoor air quality we have. Here in the morning we were freezing to death because the air conditioning was running running so high, and so trying to sort of capture that data, which is also visible to the users, what kind of energy they are using and whether they are feeling comfortable or not. So trying to get those kinds of data through the help of sensors. So this is basically the overall research process, trying to understand our buildings, what are the occupancies. So for instance, the lecture hall complexes, how the classes take place, how many people occupy those buildings, and how the energy profile changes with those, and are people who are inhabiting those buildings comfortable in those climates. Doing the real-time monitoring, measuring variables like air quality, temperature, humidity, dust particulate, because a lot of our buildings are not a closed built environment. They have ventilation, and if there is vehicles going past, there is vehicle exhaust and construction happening, the dust particulate coming in. So trying to measure that in real time, performing analytics on the data that we collect, and trying to come up with integrated solutions that can then feed back to how to improve the usage profile of the building. So it is a cycle of sensing the data, analyzing the data, and acting upon it through policies and through changes. And it's also an effort where if we are able to showcase this data in a user-friendly manner, then it can inculcate sustainable behavior in people. So for instance, after the classes, if everyone leaves the lights on or fans on, then who's responsible for that? So small steps which can result in bigger changes. So this is just an example of our lecture hall complex. We have started doing some analysis in terms of collecting the building profile data, trying to understand the energy usage, the actual energy usage, and also modeling those variables in there are different energy modeling softwares, and trying to understand the discrepancy between what the actual energy consumption is and what is the model giving us, and then measuring it through the real sensors that will be placed. So this is just an example of how the sensors look like, and how the sort of analytics software will look like, and we can map the whole profile of a room in terms of the the comfort conditions. This is an example I'm showing how the sensors will be placed. This is Stanford University Cafe, and this is the kind of user interface where people can actually see the energy consumption. And here in this building there are solar panels which are installed, so how the energy production compares with the energy consumption. So some of the research problems in a wider campus scales, although this project is first focusing on buildings, but it can have a much wider research area problem. So if we can, so there is in our campus, other than the monsoon season, the sweeping happens with like 100-200 people coming, and from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. there is dust in the environment. How that impacts the air quality of the roads and as well as of the buildings. And also there is a lot of construction happening. We are growing quite rapidly and adding more students, faculty, staff. So there is a lot of construction that will go on for the next decade, I believe. So how does that impact the air quality, and can we have policies based on the data that we collect, which can then improve the construction management? So these are the small scale issues that we see in the city scale as well. Indoor air quality I've talked about, and measuring the carbon dioxide levels based on the occupancies, and then improving the air conditioning or the ventilation of the rooms is something that is important. I mean, we talk about maybe the students are sleeping in the class because they either partied last night, but it could be because the oxygen levels are down. Transportation again becomes a big issue in our main artery road. So if we are able to sort of understand, if we move the transportation around, how does the air quality map of the campus change, and what are the best possible ways to change the vehicular traffic on the main artery of the road. So these are just some of the issues that could be taken up as experimental challenges on our campus. Water leaks happen a lot of times, water overflows happen, and we don't know exactly how much water is used by different sectors of the campus. It's just 1 meter that gives the water from the municipal corporation. So trying to understand and feeding in the conservation methodologies through, again, smart metering and other things like that. And solid waste management, here we have already started a survey and documentation of understanding how much waste we produce, what kind of waste we produce, and is it segregated, composted, and how we dispose. So these are some of the things that Kriti mentioned about experimenting on campus and developing solutions that can be scaled up to the city scale. So I think that's all I had. Thanks.